All right, guys, welcome to the new series, Hear It First from a CEO. Today, we're going to talk about how to pitch companies or brands to get a sponsorship opportunity. I think this is often overlooked, but needs to be discussed. I'm the CEO and founder of Soul Premise. It's a bag company. We do well. I often get a lot of interaction with influencers and people of that realm interested in potentially working together in order to kind of spark up some kind of value proposition or partnership, or truthfully, they just want free product. Let's just call it what it is. That's just one thing you learn about me over the course of this, series is that wholeheartedly, I'm a blunt person, so take it for what it's worth. This morning, what sparked this conversation was I received a message that was, hey, I'm a DJ. This is why you need to work with me. Here's some things that I can provide to you that are out of the realm, but there was nothing that could solidify why I should even respond to the message. And it's not for me to be rude. Too often the case is people present themselves as, I want free product. Here's who I am, but they don't show a body of work. Let's start out with the number one thing I think that needs to be discussed is a value proposition, right? You're coming to a company, and much like when you go to actually apply for a business or apply to be part of a job, you're presenting the value you have to offer in order to get that position, right? And same thing when it comes to free things or you're wanting the partnership of some sort, you need to kind of have a value proposition as to why they should work with you. The second thing that should come behind that, which aligns with the value proposition, is your body of work. What have you done? Who are you? Like, why should we be just having this conversation? And if not, have a body of work that presents that whatever you're promising, you can deliver on. Because wholeheartedly, that's all we care about is, can we work together and make it make sense? And unfortunately, a lot of people get emotion involved in that. Remove the emotion. Let's talk about what can happen, what's the potential of what can happen, right? Too often, I work a lot in this fitness space. I see a lot of unfortunate fitness individuals not getting sponsored because they don't think like a business. They think like an athlete, which is great when you're on the competition level. But in order to finance that job per se, you need to have sponsors sponsoring you. And we're seeing less and less of that in the sports world, or not in the sports world, in the bodybuilding world, because these athletes aren't able to properly market themselves or market the brands that they currently have partnerships with, leading to diminishing returns, leading to overpaid salaries for those individuals, and almost marking up a loss for a lot of these brands. So one thing I highly recommend, which is going to sound absurd to a lot of the influencers that may be watching this, is over-deliver, right? Like, yes, do you want to meet the bare minimum of everything you do? Absolutely. But one of the things you gotta do is show that you're committed to the partnership. You're not here just for the free product. You're not here just to say you work with X, Y, and Z. You're here to deliver on a level that most can't, which is why we chose you to be part of this partnership. Because I'm a firm believer when you over-deliver, you're now gonna force the hand of those individuals monitoring and watching your progress to re-sign you for whatever extensive period you may want, because you've over-delivered on a consistent basis. You're gonna, even if you've under-delivered on a results element or results front, you're gonna be able to present that over-delivery as an opportunity for them to leverage and say, this is what I continue to do that most aren't doing. Again, separating yourself. Also too, and this is something that goes without being said, within that body of work, within that value proposition going to 1 and 2, you need to kind of discuss the previous partnerships you've had and present why the value you're wanting. So a lot of times where I have people and where I have an element of not friction, but like I would say a roadblock, is they'll discuss, hey, this is what my fees are in order for us to work together, right? But then I say, okay, provide me a value proposition or an understanding of prior work that establishes that number that you're providing me. You know what the problem is? Most people can't, because they're fishing that number out of their culo. And guess what? The culo ain't paying the bucks. So at the end of the day, when you don't have anything to substantiate that body of work or that value proposition with why you're worth X, Y, and Z, and your Instagram doesn't get many likes, or you're not getting a lot of conversions, or you don't have a body of work to show what you are capable of doing, guess what? At that point, now it's being in Vegas. You're throwing a crapshoot, not sure what you're going to get in return, but then you have statements saying that you want X, Y, and Z. Well, guess what? Now you're just fishing for money. Anyone can just do that. You know what I mean? So, and at the end of the day, one of the things that I think is great or is critical in this process. So let's use point number 5. So let's recap. First one's value proposition. Second one is body of work. Third one is to over deliver. Fourth one is previous partnership, so you can show the value of whatever you're presenting, right? The fifth one, which is something that most companies, and again, we'll go to the bodybuilding world. I've seen a lot of people just jump around like freaking grasshoppers to different companies. What's your commitment level? Are you wanting to be with us, right? I see people go to supplement companies after 4 months of working with one, jump to another. That doesn't make me want to buy a product ever from any of those companies, right? So number 5 is commitment. Are you willing to be part of our brand no matter what is being presented to you from the exterior? Because $1 is only going so far. You want a long-term commitment that we both can work and grow together. So commitment's number 5. And then I think the last one, which is something I want to give a shout out to my guy, Quint Beastwood, who's been absolutely grinded through his prep while he's coaching himself, is be different, right? My man Quint has been grinding on the YouTube work and putting out videos, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Instagram. And listen, he's been around the game. He said it in his last video, 8 years. This last 6 to 8 months, my man has done like leaps and bounds for his brand on his own. Not asking anyone else to do it, but guess what? Now his commitment to HD muscle, he's putting in every video. The Cream of Rice brand, Elevate, or I think that's what it is. He's absolutely crushing it. Like, I know those brands off the top of my head because now he's presented that numerous times in his video. Kudos to you, Quint. And I hope you fucking dominate in Tampa Pro. I will absolutely be there. Come find me. But my point in saying that is, I will drop a link in this description so you can see my example. That it may not be a glamorous video, over-the-top production, but what he's doing is exactly what he's agreed upon in his contracts. He is discussing the brands, highlighting them and how he's implementing it in his prep, and discussing things that are critical to a partnership that will allow the brand to be visible and potentially garner new business based on the way it's presented on screen and the way that the relationship is being built by the influencer and the audience, and establishing that trust. So if Quint's doing it, they may potentially do it. So again, I advocate for you guys to get off your ass, be creative, and present these 6 ideas. And obviously number 6 is the most important. Be different, right? Nobody wants to see the same bland old dude just hopscotching away, not presenting value, not presenting themselves, and being a robot in front of a camera, you know? If it's anything I can gripe at when I see a lot of these Instagram videos promoting products, is it's scripted. It ain't you. That ain't you. At that point, it's what every brand is doing, and then they're going to AI. If you're not yourself, can it? Okay? So, not here to be preachy, not here to do it. I'm just giving you guys real advice. This is what real brands are looking at. And I may speak for myself in this, and I hope there's other brands that can relate, that believe or stand behind the things that I've kind of highlighted. You know, more than welcome to use this video to send to some of your influencers that are considering being a part of your brand. But at the end of the day, these six things, if you can hit a home run with this, and listen, I even say, if you're really committed in being a sponsored athlete or a sponsored individual, NIL, whatever, listen, put a whole deck together as to how you can change what's currently in place based on your partnership with them. Go on Canva, put a sick ass deck together, and blow their socks off. If that's what you want, you got to get after it, right? So again, guys, I appreciate you tuning in on this video. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. There will be more from me, your boy Anthony Fernandez, from the CEO of Soul Premise. If you haven't already, check out soulpremise.com. I will absolutely at the end of this video, show you the products that we have. Would love for you guys to be part of the Soul Premise family, be rocking a bag that ain't nobody else got in the market. We're one of the few bags, or actually we're the only bag that truly addresses the ability for you to carry multiple shoes in a bag, okay? So you can carry 3 to 5 pairs of shoes, 7 days worth of clothes, a laptop, and much more. Check us out, soulpremise.com, guys. Glad you guys could join me. More from me, I promise. Nuggets will be coming, and not from McDonald's. Talk to you soon, guys. Take care.
Look at him, man. Ooh, look at that. Yeah.
If you think you better than better.